Y'all, this is a review of the Proyama handheld blower. I've been running this thing for a couple of months now. I have a lawn care business, so it has had plenty of use. Of course, it's not my backpack blower, but let me tell you something, man. Whenever you're doing small yards and you don't need that big heavy joker on your back, this thing is a lifesaver. So here we go. Hey, like I said, man, I have a little small lawn care business, so I picked this thing up because, man, I got tired of having, 20, 30 pounds on my back for a 5-minute blow-off job. So I'm trying to do a little review of this to let y'all know, man, that little thing's worth it. I've been running it for a few months now. I've been meaning to do this review, but, life kind of gets in the way of things sometimes. I've been busy, man. But I got a little time today. I've been doing some testing on my saws and stuff like that, and I thought, man, I got to review that Proyama. So here it is, man. It runs great. Got plenty of power for a little handheld saw. I got a video of my little 6-year-old son running it. I'll try to put it in here. I mean, he's like 40 pounds soaking wet, and he can run it. It's lightweight. It's got a lot of power. It cranks every single time. I'm fixing to fire it up, show y'all what it'll do. I've been meaning to do this video, and it's just gotten away from me, so I'm sorry about that, but here we go. All right, so if the wind blows y'all over, sorry. We got about 20-mile-an-hour winds here, but I'm gonna do my best to show y'all this. This thing has not been cranked today. It hasn't been cranked in weeks, actually. So this is as cold a start as it gets. So you got your little primer bulb under here. If I have any complaint, that's probably the only complaint, is the location of the primer. Kind of a pain in the butt when you got hands the size of mine. But other than that, man, here she goes. Full choke. Prime it a couple times. Turn it on. That's on choke. It does take a little bit to warm up. Probably take a long time to warm up today, as cold as it is. And like I said, I haven't ran it weeks. But once she warms up, she cranks back on the first pull every single time. We finally got some leaves down here in Alabama, so y'all can see it does the job. These are wet too. We had a lot of rain the last 2 days. Like nothing in your hand. I tell you what, let's put it on some wet sawdust. let's see what she does with that. As y'all can tell, it's wet. And we've had a lot of rain the last 2 days. It's soaking wet. I test saws, so that's why I have a big old pile of sawdust. Look at that, y'all. Woo. That's power, y'all. Like, for real. That's not easy. This stuff gets real thick. Sticks together when it gets wet, and as you see, it's breaking it up real good. For a real light handheld blower, this thing's great. especially for the money, man. For the money, this thing's amazing. It comes with a little vacuum setup. I haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna break it out and try to set it up. I had a whole unpacking video that I'd done a few months ago, but I cannot find that video clip. I apologize for that. But let me get this thing set up for the vacuum. But y'all see, man, this joker will do the job. Talking about some wet stuff. That's wet as it can be right there. Y'all see how it's sticking? Wet leaves. That ain't a test. Do wet sawdust. Now that's a test. All right, let's set up the little vacuum situation. Give me a minute. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna kill it and show you a restart. See if I can do it while holding the phone. Guys, my phone died right as I pulled it. I didn't know it. It's been off for about a minute. Restart. Holding the phone. Trying not to touch the phone again. It is on. There we go. All right, let me try to get that vacuum system set up. I'm gonna do y'all one even better. I'm gonna set this thing up for the first time on camera with no instructions. So let's see what happens. So looking at it, you got this little flap right here. Unscrew it. Again, guys, I've lost the instructions, so I'm doing this kind of just figuring it out. There we go. All right. Then, I believe this hooks on here. Lock it in. There we go. Then, let's see. This comes off. Actually, I think this whole thing comes off, which I got the screw set on that. Let's take that screw out. Here we go. Take that set screw out. Here's the scrunch that comes with it. Why I have the scrunch and I don't have the instructions, don't ask. So we unlock that. Lock this little curvature piece on. There's a reason that's going to be at that downward angle. It has to collect the leaves. Gotta line that up better. There we go. And I've never done this, y'all. I've never even used anything like this. So we've done that. Put this bag up, figure that out. Looks like it just goes over this, which I may have to take that back off and feed it back through it. That's what I got to do. So let's take that back off. Bear with me, bear with me. Oh crap, dropped my screw. There it is. Good, well, y'all can see it. I'm sorry. All right, so we got the bag fed through. Put this back on. Oh crap, let's find that screw that I lost. There it is. Reset your screw. And you probably don't have to put this screw back in, but I'm gonna do it. With my luck, I'll never find it again. All right, set screws in place. Let's see what happens. I've never done this before. It does have little hooks where you can tie the bag up. I'm not gonna run it like that for now, but let's see what happens, y'all. Live action, man. Live action. Let me crank it back up. I'll try to do that one-handed live while the camera's running. All right. Let's suck up some leaves. Let's see if I can reposition this thing. Hang on. Hard to do this holding the phone. Well, maybe later. Let's try this. There we go. Get some thick leaves. You know where this would come in handy? Flower beds. Get that stick out. This will come in real handy getting the leaves out of your flower beds without damaging your plants. They don't like sticks, but I'm doing this pretty much in the woods, so it's gonna get some sticks. Sorry about my video and y'all doing this on my phone. That other camera that I've got is busted up. What's really cool is this thing, I'm not sure, I'm gonna check it whenever I pull the leaves out, but I think it has a little propeller in it that actually helps kind of like mulch these leaves up. These are wet leaves, y'all. They're wet. And there's another stick. It is taking in the smaller sticks, just not the bigger stuff. Some thicker leaves right here. It's also a learning curve for me. I've never done this. Alright, so there we go. There's that function. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to kill it and show y'all the bag thing I'm talking about. See if it does come out mulched. Alright, sorry guys, I had to give my mom a package that came for her. You know what we're not going to get? They're not going to get me opening the bag. I didn't zip it back. So, let's do it again. Here we go. Tells me it does have that mulching feature that I was talking about. It's hard doing this with one hand, so y'all forgive me. Like I said, I think this thing would be really good, like cleaning up a flower bed. And I'm sure this will do a lot better job if I had two hands doing this instead of one hand and a knee. Well, we got a little bit of leaves that vacuumed up. Tell you what, I'll get this a little bit around this tree right here. All about wet, that's soaking wet. All right, here we go. Let's put this down, and I'll show you all me unzipping the bag and see what kind of leaves slash mulch we have in there. I know this video is unsturdy and shaky and kind of quirky, but for me, when I see a video of a review of a product, I kind of want it to be as unedited as possible. Because if it is, it shows it's true. So here we go. Let's see what comes out of this thing. It's definitely got some weight in it. Gonna unzip it. And yes, that is mulched. So it definitely has that mulching feature like I thought it did. And I will show that to y'all right now. So we'll take this off. If I can get it off with one hand. Which way do I need to go? Hang on, gotta figure it out. There it goes, that way. So, y'all see that blade in there? So it does mulch it up as it's vacuuming. Like I said, I think this would do great at like cleaning out a flower bed. You have a lot of delicate plants in there that you don't really want to put a bunch of air pressure on. You put this vacuum system on and just suck that crap out of there. Like I said, man, I've been running this thing for a few months now, off and on, and it has performed flawlessly. I'm 100% happy with it. Let me get y'all on camera. This is not my first Proyama product. My first product was their hedge trimmers, and thoroughly impressed with those. They work flawlessly. And after that, because I do have a small lawn care business, you know, I'm not running 5 days a week like, you know, people that do this full time. This is just something I do to make extra money for my family. I don't have to buy the Steel Echo you know, Yamaha, Husqvarna. I don't have to buy the high dollar stuff because I'm not running it as hard. However, man, this Proyama's legit, y'all, legit. I am 100% satisfied with them. After them hedge trimmers, I bought their multi-tool, their 42cc multi-tool. Come with extended hedge trimmers, a pole saw, weed eater, has a brush head that you can put on it. Everything works great. Everything starts and works great. All their connections, all their joineries, everything's solid. I have not had one issue with any of their products yet. Y'all, for the homeowner, there you go. Like, buy Proyama. If you have to replace it in 2 years, what's different than buying the cheapest Husqvarna or the cheapest Echo or the cheapest Steel or Troy Built or Craftsman? God knows. Y'all know them Craftsman and them Troy Built weed eaters. I don't know how many people buy a new one every year. Proyama, as far as I am concerned, makes a better product than any of those store-bought 2-cycle 4-stroke engines that you can buy. You know, the Moth brands, the Ryobis, the Craftsman, the whatever, what Pro Run. I can't name them all, but not that they're bad. They're not going to last at all. And as far as I'm concerned, I've had my hands on all of them. Proyama is built, I will not say as good as the Pro grades, but if the Pro grades are a 10, this is a 7 or an 8. I mean, they run flawlessly. They start every time. Especially if you're someone who can tinker. If you're someone who can tinker, definitely buy something like this. I mean, because you can fix it. You don't have to pay for the repairs. And you're getting a good product for 40% of the price. Jump on it. Anyway, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this. This is just an average Joe down in South Alabama. And I can tell you, their equipment runs in the heat. And in today, it's 40-something degrees with 20-mile-an-hour winds. Like so, you know, wind chill of in the 30s. Runs in the cold. I can't say anything else about them. Anyway, check them out, man. They're worth the money. And if it saves you money and gives you a good product, I hope you'll be happy with it, man. God bless y'all. Take care.